You pick up different little understandings as you pass through life, and one of them I picked up a long time ago: if Al Gore's involved, it's a scam. Vice President in one of the most corrupt administrations, the Clinton administration in American history, and now he cares about the planet. Okay. Now, computers. There's another kind of thing that people understand about computers. Shite in, shite out. Shite in, shite out. Shite in, shite out. Okay? So, that's summed up global warming for you.
Because the truth is, volcanoes blow up, glaciers suddenly form in just a few years, sea levels go up, they go down. You know, they keep talking about we have to have the Earth with a stable climate. Hey, baby, there isn't any stable climate. We're on a gigantic spaceship. A huge molten rock with little islands floating on top of the lava. Oh, yeah. Orbiting a gigantic nuclear furnace, blasting out every type of radiation you can imagine. Oh, we must make it stable. It isn't stable.
Now, there is an influence on Earth temperature you might have come across, right? Here's the sunspot activity, here's the Earth temperature. I think there could be some connection. The other planets, some of the other planets are also warming up. So obviously the carbon footprint on Saturn needs looking at.
How are SUVs causing that, David Rothschild?
That's because those planets are closer to the sun, my friend.
No, Jupiter and Saturn are not closer to the sun, neither is Mars.
Let's go back to the medieval warm period, as they call it, around 800 years ago, when it was warmer than it is today, which was a time of great abundance, incidentally. It's when it gets sodding cold we have a problem. The debate is over. No, you want it to be over, darling.
The scientific rationale for tyranny has always been attractive to elites because it creates a convenient excuse for treating their fellow man as lower than animals.
The idea that carbon is a pollutant is essentially a way of saying that humanity is a disease or a cancer that ought to be wiped out. Genocide.
In the event that I am reincarnated, I would like to return as a deadly virus in order to contribute something to solve overpopulation. Prince Philip.
Have you read the White House Science Czar's own publication, Eco Science, calling for putting poison in the water to sterilize it?
A control for cancer is known, and it comes from nature. But it is not widely available to the public because it cannot be patented, and therefore is not commercially attractive to the pharmaceutical industry.
The B17 molecule contains 2 units of sugar, 1 of benzaldehyde and 1 of cyanide, all tightly locked together within it. Now, as everyone knows, cyanide can be highly toxic and even fatal if taken in sufficient quantity. However, locked as it is in this natural state, it's completely inert chemically and has absolutely no effect on living tissue. There is only one substance that can unlock this molecule and release the cyanide. That substance is an enzyme called beta-glucosidase, which we shall call the unlocking enzyme. The unlocking enzyme is not found to any dangerous degree anywhere in the body, except at the cancer cell, where it always is present in great quantity. The result is that vitamin B17 is unlocked at the cancer cell. It becomes poisonous to the cancer cell, and only to the cancer cell. It's an intricate and perfect mechanism of nature that simply couldn't have been accidental.
The drug, called DCA in short, has been used for decades in humans with some rare inherited diseases. When he added it to the water of mice and rats given human cancers, the results surprised him. It shrunk brain, breast, and lung tumors in the animals in a matter of weeks, and the drug had no side effects, confirmed by tests of DCA in humans for other diseases. And it seems to work by reviving the energy-producing components of human cells, allowing the cells to work normally again, triggering cancerous cells to commit suicide. Scientists agree that DCA now needs to be tested quickly in human cancer patients. But there's a problem. DCA isn't owned by any pharmaceutical company. There's no patent on it. So on one hand, it could become a very inexpensive new treatment for cancer. On the other, drug companies won't be interested in funding studies for a drug that won't make them a profit.
Doctors destroy health because health is not about health, it is about wealth. It's the transnational drug corporations controlling the medical system, so the scalpel and the drug is the only response, overwhelmingly, to human dis-ease.
This is why we've had this explosion of vaccines for kids, to the point now where they're having 25 or more before the age of 2. Yes, in America and Britain and elsewhere. And this is pouring total shite into a still emerging immune system.
Nobel Prize winner Russell wrote at length about how vaccinations filled with mercury and other brain-damaging compounds would induce partial chemical lobotomies and develop a servile zombie population.
Whenever I say swine flu, I mean swine flu in quote marks, because it's not swine flu, it's a combination of flus created in a laboratory. The swine flu scam is classic problem reaction solution. You create the virus, you put it out there, you say, oh, there's a problem, we must have a solution, which is the vaccine.
This is one time. Forget the conspiracy. Listen to our government agencies. These guys are telling the truth. You know, there's no conspiracy here, folks. Just get your damn vaccine.
Get your damn vaccine.
I was training for a half marathon and it all went so fast.
10 days after receiving the shot, she came down with the flu. After that, her health spiraled downwards. She started passing out and had to be hospitalized twice. She now has difficulty speaking, walking, even eating. During our interview, she had several seizures.